And think about this. It wasn't all rainbows and butterfly collars for boomers when they were growing up. There are boomers that are probably on this call who remember the night of October 22nd, 1962, when President Kennedy got on the news and announced that just 90 miles off the coast of Florida, there were missiles aiming at the United States. And for 13 days, the world held its breath. There was certainly one voice that stood out in these times of turbulence, and that was Walter Cronkite. He polled as the most trusted man in America. Why? Because he was credible. He was a person that spoke with great confidence. He had a calming effect about him. And one of the things that boomers genuinely appreciate if you're going to communicate with them is that you know your facts. Even in light of crisis, even in light of tragedy, even in light of difficulties, there's a plan to continue moving forward.
And something you hit on earlier that I think is so important to keep in mind is the work ethic baby boomers have. They knew they had to be the first one to work in the morning. They had to get there before the boss got there. They didn't leave until after the boss left. It was a generation that turned the 40-hour work week into the 50, 60, 70-hour work week. Boomers want to remain competitive, even during times of crisis, even during times of disruption that we're in right now. But you have to help boomers adjust to remote connections and non-traditional work. Let me tell you, I have heard the word Zoom more in the last 2 weeks than I've ever heard that word in my entire life. You have to keep in mind, baby boomers have not been using FaceTime technology since they were in the 6th grade. But just to tell a boomer, hey, I need you to set up a Zoom meeting without them having the know-how, it's going to be hard on them because boomers are competitive and they don't want to be the ones who don't get it. So something you can even do is set them up with a reverse mentor, somebody who knows this stuff like the back of their hand to make sure they have everything they need for success.